Hello, today we're going to be covering the full installation of the 56-inch Breezemore ceiling fan by Home Decorators Collection. If you found this video, you might be stuck at a certain point in the installation process and are looking for answers. Well, we're here to help. So if you're frustrated, let's just take a deep breath real quick. I'll show you a nice picture of a cat. The internet loves cats. Okay, so now we could begin. If at any point you want to fast forward to a certain part of the installation, just click a link below in the description and it'll take you straight to that part. The Breezemore ceiling fan, first of all, has a DC motor. If you're stuck at the installation process, maybe you need to pair the remote control, maybe you need to attach the blades. This fan will not function properly until the blades are attached and until the remote control is paired properly. So with that said, let's go over a couple things. One is if you're just replacing a ceiling light or chandelier or something like that, chances are the outlet box is not acceptable for ceiling fan support. You want to make sure that your outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for ceiling fan support. Over time, if you're using a plastic outlet box, that plastic outlet box will fail, your ceiling fan will fall down and possibly hurt somebody. Make sure you're using the correct outlet box. The second note is the fan is dimmable. The light kit will dim if using dimmable light bulbs. This fan includes CFL bulbs, and these particular bulbs are not dimmable. So if you want to use that dimming feature, make sure to install dimmable light bulbs, either LEDs or incandescent bulbs. Some tools we're going to need: a flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, wire strippers, wire cutter, a ladder, and a voltage tester. Voltage tester is going to let you know that the wires do not have power, so you won't get hurt. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. That way nobody gets hurt. Before beginning the installation process, make sure the power is off at the breaker box and at the light switch. Make sure that there's no electricity running to those wires that you're going to be working with. So let's begin. So we have the whole fan unboxed here. We're just going to go with the manual and check that all the parts are present so we don't get stuck along the way. So the first part is the mounting bracket. The mounting bracket is pre-installed inside the canopy, and the decorative cover on the bottom canopy. We'll cover that soon. And you have the downrod. Downrod has a green ground wire tucked in. You want to pull that out. The decorative motor collar cover. You have the blades. The light kit. The bowl for the light kit. The motor. And the bulbs. So on the motor is a little label here as a UPC number. If you ever have to call customer service, it's a good idea to jot down that UPC number somewhere and keep it safe. And that'll help customer service identify what fan you're calling about. Lastly is the hardware pack. The hardware pack is going to include the remote control, the wire connecting nuts, the batteries, the blade attachment screws, and the decorative nuts. So let's begin. The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled inside the canopy. To remove the mounting bracket, first remove the decorative cover from the bottom of the canopy by twisting counterclockwise. This will expose two keyhole slotted screws. Then, using a Phillips screwdriver, loosen but do not remove the screws. This will allow you to twist the mounting bracket and remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. Just loosen the screws in the outlet box, align the slots in the mounting bracket, and slide them over the screws. Once the mounting bracket is in place, take a Phillips screwdriver and securely tighten the screws to hold the mounting bracket. Next, you'll need to route the wires through the decorative motor collar cover, the decorative canopy cover, the canopy, and the downrod. Begin by removing the rubber band holding the wires all together. Then stretch the wires out. Then, route the wires through the widest part of the motor collar cover. Pull the wires through and place the motor collar cover over the motor collar. Next, route the wires through the decorative canopy cover. Make sure the flat side of the canopy cover is towards the fan and the molded side is toward the ceiling. Next up is the canopy. You'll route the wires through the hole in the bottom of the canopy so that the widest part of the canopy is facing towards the ceiling. And the last step is routing the wires through the ball and downrod assembly. Insert the wires through the threaded side of the downrod so that the wires exit through the top side with the ball on it. Pull the wires through the downrod and then slide the canopy, the decorative canopy cover, and the decorative motor collar cover onto the downrod. Before installing the downrod into the motor collar, you'll need to loosen the set screw using a flathead screwdriver. The motor collar also features a spring-loaded safety tab that will lock the downrod into position should it ever loosen over time. To install the downrod, place the threaded end of the downrod into the motor collar, then twist clockwise to securely tighten. With the downrod firmly tightened, take the flathead screwdriver and retighten the set screw on the motor collar. Then slide the decorative motor collar cover over the motor collar. Before hanging the fan, it's a good idea to get rid of the excess wires to make installation easier. Cut the wires at about 10 to 12 inches from the top of the ball and downrod assembly. Then use wire strippers to strip about half an inch of insulation from each wire. If you need to use an extended downrod, use a 3/4 inch diameter downrod. The fan includes 78 inches of lead wire, so you can use a downrod of up to 6 feet in length without the need to extend the wiring. The mounting bracket has a tab located on the inside that will align with a slot in the ball and downrod assembly. When hanging the fan, it's important that the slot and the ball align and sit on the tab in the mounting bracket. This feature ensures that the fan doesn't wobble or move while the fan is on. Before hanging the fan, make sure the house wires are outside of the mounting bracket. Then lift the fan motor assembly and place the ball into the mounting bracket. Once the ball is in the bracket, twist the fan motor assembly to make sure that the slot is aligned with the tab. You'll feel it lock into place when seated properly. Begin wiring the fan by taking the green wire from the downrod and the green wire from the mounting bracket and twisting those two together. Then take that connection and twist it together with the bare or copper ground wire from the house supply wires. Secure the connection by using one of the plastic wire nuts included with the fan. It's a good idea to finish each connection with a piece of electrical tape to make sure that the connections don't loosen over time. Then, take the white wire from the fan and connect that with the white or neutral wire from the house. Twist the wires together and finish the connection using one of the included plastic wire nuts. Then secure the connection using a piece of electrical tape. Finally, take the black wire from the fan and connect that with the black or hot wire from the house supply line. Twist the wires together and finish the connection using one of the included plastic wire nuts. Secure the connection using a piece of electrical tape. Once the connections are made, neatly tuck the wires back up into the outlet box in the mounting bracket to make room for the canopy to attach to the mounting bracket. Attach the canopy by sliding it towards the ceiling and aligning the keyhole slots in the bottom of the canopy with the screws in the bottom of the mounting bracket. If you find it difficult to attach the canopy, you may need to loosen the screws in the bottom of the mounting bracket a bit to allow for enough screw length to insert through the keyhole slots. To attach the decorative canopy ring, align the slots in the canopy ring with the screws in the canopy. Then slide up and twist to lock into place. To attach the blades, you'll use a decorative nut and a blade attachment screw. The decorative nut will face the floor and the blade attachment screw will insert through the top of the bracket. The post in the decorative nut will align with the hole in the blade bracket. Begin the installation making sure that the blade is positioned properly with the concave portion facing the floor. Lift the blade towards the bracket. Then insert a decorative nut into the center hole of the blade and then the post into the hole of the blade bracket. Insert a blade attachment screw through the top of the blade bracket and into the decorative nut. Starting in the center will make it easier to align the two remaining holes of the blade. Use a Phillips screwdriver to tighten the screw. Make sure not to over-tighten, as doing so may crack the wooden blade. Repeat this process for the two remaining holes, and then for the remaining blades. The light kit has a standard screw hole and then two keyhole slots. These will align with the three screws in the bottom of the motor housing. To install the light kit, remove one screw and then loosen the two other screws. With one screw removed and two loosened, connect the wiring from the light kit to the wires from the fan. Connect the white wire from the light kit with the white wire from the fan, and then the black wire from the light kit to the blue wire from the fan. The molded adapter plugs make connections easy. With the connections made, tuck the wires into the light kit pan and align the keyhole slots of the light kit with the two screws that were loosened. Push up and twist to hold in place. Align the standard screw hole in the light kit with the screw hole in the bottom of the fan. Then insert the screw that was previously removed and tighten with a Phillips screwdriver. Then securely tighten the two remaining screws. Install the bulbs by inserting into the socket and twisting in place. Remember, if you want to use the dimming feature of the light kit, you must install dimmable bulbs. The CFL bulbs included with this fan are not dimmable. We've chosen dimmable LEDs. The Breezemore features a twist lock glass bowl. To install, insert it into the bottom of the fan and twist it to lock it in place. The Breezemore includes a feature-rich remote control. The power button turns the remote on. The speed controls go through the 9 speeds of the fan. The timer button will automatically turn the fan off at 2, 4, or 8 hours. The comfort breeze setting will automatically vary the fan speed to create an organic breeze effect. The reverse buttons allow you to set the fan's rotation depending on the seasons. The light button turns the fan's light kit on or off. The up arrow increases the light output if using a dimming mode, and the down arrow decreases the light output. To use the dimming function, press and hold the up or down arrow until the desired light level is set. To begin using the remote control, insert the batteries that were included in the hardware pack. Make sure you install the batteries according to the diagram inside the battery compartment. There's a switch inside the battery compartment that controls the dimming feature of the light kit. If you wish to use the dimming feature, make sure the switch is set to dim. You can change the setting using a small screwdriver or tool. If you're installing non-dimmable bulbs, make sure that the switch is set to on. This will disable the dimming feature. Once the switch is set, replace the battery cover. The fan's remote must be paired before using. To do so, return power to the fan, either at the wall switch or the breaker box, and within 30 seconds, press and hold the power button on the remote control for 5 seconds. When pairing is successful, the fan light will blink twice. Once pairing is complete, press the power button on the remote control. Then you can operate the fan. When you start the fan, you may notice it stutter or move back and forth erratically. This is absolutely normal for a DC motor fan. The DC motors utilize magnets to create a push-pull effect to create the fan's rotation. This method is actually much more energy efficient than AC motor fans, and the stuttering experienced is the magnetic poles aligning to create the push-pull. To operate the fan, begin by pressing the power button on the remote control. The fan has a built-in memory and will turn on to its previous setting. If it was on low speed, it will turn on in low speed. If the light was on, the light will turn on when the power button is turned on the remote. To increase the fan speed, press the plus button. To decrease it, press the minus button. The green LED bar on the remote will illuminate to indicate the speed setting. To reverse the fan must be running. With the fan running, press the button with the corresponding direction of the airflow that you desire. The fan will slowly come to a stop and then reverse direction. To turn the fan off, just press the power button. That's it. The fan installation is now complete. Time to sit back, relax, and enjoy your brand new ceiling fan. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button down below. That'll help others find this video as well. Thanks for watching the video, and remember, keep it breezy.